Not before that. I think she gets the job. She's supposed to do it. What's the biggest thing? When she's around, we have asked them. I mean, no, certainly. Not waiting for them to come. You know, it's gonna be kind of cute. I was saying she looks like I'm extra. I'm watching what she wants. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't have to do the shake. Project the program. I'll do it. I'm downloading all of them. But they have the program. They share the program too. Their name is connected. Okay. I think that call's working now. Like, that's very loud. Okay, Mike. Alright, I don't want to get iPhone one. Okay. 2 o'clock today. The training, you go on Saturday for the training. Training particularly. Yeah, is it on Saturday morning? There are several trainings that have done the particular way for present in like okay, I'm like, I want to know that. I want to know that. So we coordinate for partnership. Not yet. I'm not been asked. The coordinator has just said that right? She wants to be doing that to blend with it's everywhere now. She tell you.
Good morning, my dear fellow Rotarians. Good morning once again. All the articulate obedience and the what's the other one? What's the other? The unanimous. We thank God for His salvation and safety, and I'm sure that what God has started, us individually and collectively, and even as Nigeria, will be concluded positively by the power of God Almighty. As a sincere apology for starting day, we are just trying to carry a word for our number one Rotarian, district governor. She'll be here shortly, somewhere in Maryland. So that's why we're trying to carry a word. All the facilitators for the one are available to just run the program as fast as we can. And I can assure you that 2:30 should be able to, it should be done. So we have air. I also want to thank those that came much late. I think I met quite not less than 20 people here when I got there. That's highly commendable. Thank you for that discipline and for standards. So we're going to start another 10 15 minutes. Just while we do that, please feel free to interact at the beginning of Monday for your year of service as club presidents started. So use this opportunity to know yourself. Although there's also a session on the interactive chat. We'll also be able to do that. There's no exam, no difficult setup. So there could be any tension anywhere. Just feel free, relax, and enjoy them. When whatever questions we have, note it down. Of course, we'll be able to take all questions, comments, and input it to our other program. I don't want to say much other than to call on Tonia to give us some project songs while I call the DJ and DJ to join us. Thank you. Thank you, my boss. Let's give him a round of applause. Good morning once again, dear President. My name is Ramsey. This acts of taking some this situation. Okay, let's do share between those doors. To your neighbors, found in time, in all eyes and let's encourage ourselves as we're singing the meaning where we are hearing our own DG LX moving. I want to
about to government to continue continue the so thank you so much, sir. Questions. Present the list of sorry. So equal other side. All that will be
All right, the cookie cake is a small world. It's a short and probably not the first and second stanza. So please, it's a small world. We all know that. La 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 DG and DG parents don't hear the kids have to take that song. After the same prepares to take the song. Prepares. There's so much. Small. Thank you.
It's really a small world. Please have your seats. District Governor, Rotarian Amotumele FCAI. The District Governor elect, Rotarian Ifeanyiwa KCA. The District Governor nominee designates Rotarian Henry Akinyele. My dear fellow Rotarians, presidents elect of various clubs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. I would like to also recognize and welcome our District Governor nominee, Rotarian Dr. Wole Kukoyi, to the high table. You are welcome, sir. May I therefore respectfully call on our District Governor to please call this prepared session for 2023 to order.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Good morning, our president-elect. And that's more like this. The District Governor-elect, Rotarian Ifeanyiwa Rita, you don't know the full name. The convener of this program, District Trainer, past District Governor, King of boys, Ola Shodipo. KM, the DN, the baby. The deputy governor nominee, say and not to what you call you. The deputy governor nominee, the state, Rotarian, every in the name. That's a God. It's not easy. Yes, I am delighted to be here this morning for an annual ritual. A young lady, but they go here, nobody here, but nobody is coming to see. So it is a spectacular program. It prepares the program ahead of the events coming up towards the end of the month. But that note, I am really governor. I have the honor of calling this meeting to order. I have the honor planning for you. We're going to tell you what you please. But this you are not saying that story. God will start. After I'm going to finish, create hope. Create hope in the world. Oh Lord, and give us all glory. Then loving friends and loving ways. Without the all activities. Thank you very much. Yes, sir, I'm going to understand my assignment is not finished. Yes, really, yes, I want to warmly and warmly welcome all the presidents elect. Both the new president elects and probably those who are repeating class, not because they failed the examination, but at times for continuity and to make new clubs go with it. They will change the chapter president. So we have a few them here this morning. Well, at least forget your audience. You are elected at least sometime last year, probably early this January, to serve in the capacity as the president of the board. Come 1st July 2023. But you know what? If you are a president elect and if you don't decide a thinking of what to do, you're already lagging behind. Because you will have known that this job starts on 1st of July. And it takes a good president and work to prepare at least a year of prepare. You must have set your own, have your own vision, the picture of a club that you would love to be. You can look at the past records of your club to think of how can life beat this record. You will have gone online center to have studied the history of your club over the last 5 years. They are all there. And determine on the difference that we want to make. Look, a mediocre president will lead the club nowhere. But a visionary one will make him come back. And you ought to be part that when he or she was the president, that was what was achieved. If you want to be such a president, then you leave your foot in his hand. It's over to you as you prepare to start the training. It's not all who attended prayer that paid back to play. It's not all who attended prayer that pays back to play. Many were not there, but the name of being a political leader. When they are 2 days away from home, after the training, after the goal of the president of the government elect, they can't connect again. They can't download for you. All what you have delivered to you and training. All of the job we are giving you as training. That's how after training, all of us standing and we never had it before. Honestly, I want to challenge you. You have to create hope. Create hope in yourself. Create hope for the big kid. Create hope for road race. Create hope that clothes can still be better than what they are as it speaks. Believe that you can be one that will create such hope in your life. So I leave you with my charge that I will start going to pay all their attention. I'm sure they will have probably spent degrees of respective one rank in preparation for your year. Those people are very important. You need to go on learning program and attend all those courses. They are not performed. But depends on you, the kind of person I want to be. But I pray that you will be spectacular one and create hope yourself, your clubs, and discipline, and work together. I wish you all the best.
Another round of applause for this governor. Thank you, ma'am, for those words of advice and comments. May I now call on the convener and our district governor-elect, Rotarian Fianyiwa AJZ, to address the session. Thank you.
Thank you, my district speaker, my district governor nominees, district governor nominee designates, my presidents, district leaders here present. I know we have some district leaders in our midst. My presidents and fellow Rotarians. It's good to have you all here this morning. Good morning, my presidents. Are you all happy to be here? I'm happy to see you. I've been looking around since I came in and I sat down, trying to picture the faces, relating them to the voices and the telephone numbers and the names. Some of you I know very well. There are still a few faces I'm trying to relate with the name of their clubs. So probably before we leave here today, to be nice for us to do an introduction. Introduce ourselves as president-elects and also tell us our clubs we're coming from. So now we begin to get to know each other. I'm happy to see you here this morning. You know, this is a preparatory training for the real presidential training, so to say. The training for you as a president-elect is going to come up on the 24th to 26th of this month. And as usual, we will always have a preparatory class where you come to begin to have a feel of what to expect when you come for the final training. I know online, a lot of trainings have already gone through. I know a lot of trainings have been going on online, trying to get you to learn how to navigate through the Rotary Central. That is very important as a president. You know, the presidents and the clubs make up the districts, isn't it? Without the clubs, there will be no districts. And without the presidents to rule the clubs or to navigate the clubs for 1 year, there will be no club, so to say. So the members are very important. Your members are your good, and you must treat them as such. Some persons assume office and they become aggravator on the throne. You can't talk to them, you can't relate with them, and they don't know how to relate with their peers. We are all here for a common goal and a common purpose, and we are all the same. We're equal. We're all here to serve. Service and goal serve. So you are leaving your club because you're opportune to do that this Rotary year. It doesn't make you better than any other member of your club. It doesn't make you more superior than any other member of your club. Other of the president before you call them past presidents. They have gained experience. You don't buy experience with money. That's something you can't buy with money. You pay it. So respect them because they have gone through this tutelage. They have passed through that hurdle of becoming the president of the club. And they have the experience. So you don't lose anything by trying to get them to tutor you on what you need to know. So I'll work with you in setting up your goals and strategic plans for your club for the year. If you're able to carry your club along with your president, you're going to make a great president. So that is very important. The Rotary Central will be your home, your strong home for the next 1 year. Because everything you do, there is nothing that is not about it. We don't want to play with the website. Don't go into the website and play with it. I see a lot of things. Navigate through it. You will see a lot of things you won't even believe is there. There is nothing that is not about Rotary or website. Then you go into the club center, you go into the setting of goals, you go into the history of your club. If your club performs, you will get to know through the Rotary Club Center. You will see how many women, percentage of male women, how has your club performed in the past, so membership goals. Because you may think you're growing in the club. You bring in 10 people today, you lose 12. Have you grown? You have not grown. In fact, you have lost 2 members. Next gain, there's no next gain, there's a next loss. So that's Rotary Club Center will navigate people that you need to have a zero of how good your club has performed over the years. You need to communicate among yourselves. You know, the essence of this today is to prepare you to a preparatory class. And we have a lot of facilitators that will take you through a lot of preparatory areas before you come from the beds. At the end of the month. It's your peers. By now, I see that you make much outside of communication with your peers. Now, who do you have to do with during the year? And now, I expect that as a good president, you already know your projects. You must have set up your directors, service project, Rotary Foundation, membership, club admin, secretary, treasurer, and all that. Your service project team, what projects have you come up with? There's going to be a lot of teamwork in the next year. I expect a lot of clubs to partner. We have not been doing well in local grants in our district. A lot of clubs shy away from it because of maybe the process. And then especially getting international partners. That is something we can help you do. So I want a lot of people to up with signature projects. If you are not thinking about it, go now and think about your signature project before you come on the report. Think of what you need to do. What clubs are you friendly with? What clubs are you partner with? Which presidents are you friendly with? Do you talk to each other? What have you learned? Even the online trainings that have been going on, what have you learned? The training, do you go back on your own to access that Rotary Club Center? And you don't try it out on your own to practice what you have to. It is very important. And people say that practice makes perfect. Whatever you practice, you begin to perfect. If you do it once and leave it, it leaves you. What you see once and you don't go back to, you forget. So for you to be, because when the year will start, DP visit, I want every club to have a projector. I don't want to have manual books where I will now be carrying books. You know, we're trying to go into paperless system. But let's not carry too many books around. If you can set up a projector and set your goals online in Rotary Club section, then we can have a beautiful session when I come for club business. Because everything will be projected. Everybody in the room will follow up. Your club members and the district team will follow up. And then we'll begin to look at your goals. And in trying to set your goals, don't set unachievable goals. You know, the club goals falls around to become the district goals. My goal will not be different from your goal. So let's set achievable goals. By the time you come to your member and say, this Rotary, I'm going to bring in 150 members. You know, it's not achievable. Look at your track records. Don't set a goal you cannot achieve. If your club has been succeeding in bringing 10 members, you can start to bring 15. 12 or 13 becomes achievable. So look at your track record setting your goals. In membership, in foundation, which we are going to drive this Rotary year. You know, we have two major priorities. Not that they are the only thing Rotary International is passionate about. Membership and foundation. And that is because without the members, there is no Rotary. And without the foundation, we cannot even attempt to do half of the things we do around the world. It's the money we give to the foundation that comes to us like the district as PDF. This is what we even give. For what we use part of it also for global grants around the world. These global grants at DPF is used to facilitate projects. With that, you can afford to do bigger and larger projects that can impact successfully in our society. You know, I have big eyes, even though my eyes is very small. You know, I like big things. I like to dream big. I like to project myself even where you think I cannot get to. And when you set that goal for yourself, you limit yourself. What we go through most times is trying to limit ourselves. Don't limit yourself. Put yourself where you belong, even when you think you don't belong. Move towards it. It's a life, it's about planning. You plan to succeed. You don't plan, then you plan to fail. So if you plan and you project and you work towards it, there's no way that you cannot achieve those goals. But if you sit down, believing that, oh, July is still far, July is not far. I used to think so myself until the time is almost, you know, creeping into everything I've done or I'm doing. So it's the same thing. Nothing that July is too far. It's not far. It's so close. It's just at the tip of your finger. By now, you must have set out your plans, your investor programs, which I also beg you as presidents, talk to each other and setting up your investitures. I'm sure you want me to attend your investitures. So in setting up those investiture programs, take me into consideration. You know why I say that? Because sometimes you have 5 clubs in the same day at diverse locations. One will be in Lekki, one will be in Ibadan, one will be in Ota, and the other one in Surulere. Knowing Lagos and the roads, how do I navigate? Even if I have a private jet, there's no way I can cover all. But if you put yourselves together and arrange your investitures, I will promise you that I will do my best as a human being to attend, if not all, at least I will meet 80 to 90%. And I will be at your beck and call anytime you call upon me. Do something great and I'll be there to support you. It's for support, it's for ideas, for discussions. Feel free to talk. Feel free. My doors are always open. My number is there. If you don't have it by the end of today, I will give you my numbers. 0803 320-9661. Very easy to memorize. So you can reach me anytime. 0803 320 9661. It's an MTN number. So feel free to ask questions where you don't understand. Don't assume anything, because that is the first step of getting it wrong. Nobody knows it all, not even me. Continuous reading is what makes us knowledgeable. Go to the Learning Center. There is a lot of courses you can take as a president-elect and even a president, or even as a Rotarian. Go to the Learning Center and educate yourself. People say that knowledge is power. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot argue. You cannot put up an argument. You can only do that with knowledge. So let's educate ourselves and be knowledgeable, so that at the end of the day, we'll be a good ambassador of our clubs. You know, you're going to be the face of your club for the next 2 years. You're going to be the president. And I'm going to rely deeply on all of you. Maybe you have not thought about this. My success, your success as club president will be my success as DG. Do you want me to fail? So then plan to succeed. Because if you fail, then I have failed. But if you succeed, then I can beat my chest and say, wow, I have succeeded. It can only come from you. You as a president and your members as Rotarians. I depend on all of you to have a good year, to have a successful outing. So please, I welcome you once again. Before we go, like I said, all of you will introduce yourselves so that I will get to add the faces to the voices of those I don't know. And then, for pets, it's compulsory. The training is compulsory for you to assume that position of president. It's a compulsory training. Rotary is known for training, not for my own trainings. I just got back in January from the last training. So now I can beat my chest and say, I am ready to assume that position of judge because I have been trained. That's me I need to know to be able to have a successful year and to be able to pioneer the district. So then the fault becomes mine because I've been given all the tools I need to succeed. And those tools are what we have been acting on you now, trying to train you, trying to let you know what you need to know before assuming that position in July. How you might use it, how you navigate it, how you treat it, or how you try to make it a part is now in your hands. And I want to believe that we are all ready to work. Don't believe in nothing that says Rotary is a charity organization. We are not paid for this job. So don't say nobody will force you to do anything. I always tell people, even though we are not paid, even though it's a charity organization, you have a right to say, no, I am not prepared to be president. You have a right to tell your club, this year is not good for me. I don't want to be a president. I'm ready to talk that test. I will come. That is where the freedom ends. Then the moment you accept, your club calls on you to say, be our president for this 2 years. And you say, yes, I will serve. It becomes a liability on you. It becomes a call to duty that you must perform. Once, see it again like, no be my first. After all, I'm not paid for this job. It's charity work. You can do it the way you like. Your name, your integrity, your image, about you, not what's nice or that position you have accepted. You have to be counted at the end of the Rotary year as a failure, or you will be counted as a successful person. How do you prove yourself? How do you want us to see you at the end of 2023 or 2024 when we'll be handing over? You want us to see you as a successful person, or you want us to see you as a failure, never do good. The choice is yours. But I want to plead with you, because you have accepted to do this job. Do it passionately, do it diligently. It's the passion for service that makes us who we are. That is why we are now here this morning. That we need to do to come here to answer to the call of Rotary. That is because we have chosen to be Rotarians. Our great to serve above ourselves, to put everybody in secondary. So because you have done this, please create the time. There is no time for anything in this world. You have to create the time to sleep. You have to create time to sleep. If not, you will not. Some people will walk around the clock and walk till morning. There are times when the body calls for tiredness and all that, it takes time to have a nap, to rest. So same way, create time for road trip, create time for service, carry your members along. There's no one that says because you're the president, everything must be done by you alone. No. Carry your members along. So that even when, for any reason, you are not available, somebody will easily step in to say, to carry on the task. To carry on the task. So please, let's prepare to serve. I'm still going to meet you again. This is just an introduction. We have facilitators, so I won't take all the time. We're going to meet again for 2 days or 3 days in Orchid Hotel. There we'll have more time to now go through the goals for the Rotary year and the goals of my RI president. What he has to achieve. And forget, before I drop the microphone, let's forget the presidential citation. I don't know how many people have gone online to try to download that, to look at it, to see what kind of goals you needed to achieve as a president. And that is what RI will market you with. So, on behalf of my district trainer and all the DGN and DGBs here with me, I say welcome. I want you to join us with me to create hope in the world. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, District Governor-elect. You see, it is when you get there that you know the secrets. Before my district governor-elect went to IA, IA means International Assembly. She speaks in minutes. Now she speaks in hours. A lot more. By the time my two DJs go to Lusaka and be back, you see the difference. And when they get to IA in Orlando next year, January, you also see the difference. We thank you, DG. Well, in the process of, in the course of giving her remarks, our past district governor, Bola Oyebade, deputy district trainer incoming, also step in. Please come to the other side of the table. We also have on the other table our district governor nominee, Rotarian Femi Adeneko. Yes, we move on. To give you a welcome address. I think I've done that. What I will just do, I should give another one. Okay, you are welcome. I'm trying to see how we can manage the time. Presentation of health curriculum. For today, what we're going to watch, the essence of this text reflects rather a president-elect training seminar. This means president-elect training seminar. The essence of having this is to save ourselves on topics and time when we come for the real text between March 24th and 26th at Orchid Hotel, Lekki, Lagos. So we have some topics here effective use of 3 online tools is very important. And we are going to repeat it again at Lekki during the real bets. Why? Just like the DG mentioned, that is where you have to visit every day from now. That is where you upload your goal and you go back and also upload your achievements. And that is where Rotary International will go to assess you. Rotary International, whatever you pay to Rotary Foundation for example, Rotary International will upload that to each of those clubs. But all of those, you must go and do that portion of responsibility. PDG Bola Oyebade will take us through that. Achieving community projects through cluster formation. Why this is important is that we have mega clubs, we have big clubs, we have small clubs, and we have clubs that are just new clubs. They may not have that experience of 10 years, 20 years that other clubs have, but they still need to do projects. And that's why we want to advance that there's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong in 1, 2, 3 clubs coming together and execute impactful projects. You'll hear more of that. Membership links. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about membership links, but you'll be taken through. It's a way of getting members, prospective members into your club. You will hear that. You need a lot of patience. You need a lot of to lead volunteers. Volunteers. They are volunteers. They will remind you, after all, we are volunteers now. People don't pay me for this. Why are you harassing me? Why are you doing this? I don't have time. It's your year, it's this. You need all the skill to lead your club. Assessing global grant, the DG has mentioned that. You also hear more. And then promoting individual contribution. You heard the DG say membership and foundation are very, very good areas of focus for the Rotary year. Whoever is the outline president will first of all mention those ones because membership to help drive our service to humanity, Rotary Foundation, where we get the funds and where we put the funds that we pay for that. We hear more of that. And then, of course, we'll talk more about what will happen next towards the end of the year and the requirements for 2023-2024 Rotary year and all that. So it's on that note that I want to call on how many of us have gone to the Learning and Development Center, Planning Center, and you have taken at least one course? Let me see your hands up. Okay. How many of us have not gone at all? Okay, thanks for being truthful. How many of us have not gone because we don't know to assess it? Okay. When we have the session on online Security Club Center and online activities taking place, please note and ask questions. And those that have not gone because they don't know how to approach it, please paper. Let's have your names and your club so that we can organize special session for you. Because without it, you will not be able to navigate that year successfully. On that note, let me call on the PDG Bola Oyebade for the next how many hours? 30 minutes to take us through effective use of Rotary's online tools, especially the Rotary Club Center.
Thank you very much, my district trainer, from Bena and district governor elect. I want to recognize especially and recognize future district leaders, DGN, Ukoyi, DGN, Femi, and DGN, Henry. Recognizing also all of you that are number one man, number one woman in your clubs. You are the special ones, you are the president-elect. And I want to congratulate you. Now we are this close to being president. And what you're doing right now is training after training. After that, you go into yet another training. And when July 1 comes, there is no longer time to train. You will have to execute. Is that not it? And you must execute very, very well. A lot of things have changed lately. Gone are the days when Rotary used to be analog, then we went into semi-analog. Now, Rotary is for people that are not just a little bit techy, but people that must be techy. Are we right? So you must know how to use all your gadgets. Somebody is just popping up with a very nice laptop there. That laptop is not for decoration. It's not for posing. From July 1. That laptop, all those your nice devices. I'm saying, madam, why are you hiding your? Is this Samsung? I don't use one. You know, mine is just a cheap Android. 25,000. So when you are using your Android, that is the cost of my house. I'm not talking of the land, the cost of the house. That you must use it effectively for Rotary. Come next Rotary year. How many of us are very conversant with the Rotary Club Center? How many of us are very, very conversant with it? I don't be ashamed of this. If you are ashamed of this, I'll be ashamed of you from July 1. How many of you are very, very conversant with it? How many of us? As in, not very well. How many of us have been past secretaries of our class? Past secretaries. How many of us are going to be repeating class next Rotary year, if you know what I mean? Okay. All right. Now, it's very important that you are very concerned with the Rotary Club Center. Let me just tell you clearly, if you are not, you don't have any business in being the president of your club. That is strict. My own strict reaction. It's okay, you can meander, begin to do it as you like, and at the end of the day, after some other people did it and nothing happened to them, right now they are also past presidents. But they are past presidents and they're past presidents. Now, can we all try to, because this is a practical session, I'm not going to be reading for anything, it's practical. You must be able to open and do. It is not just talk. Don't talk it. You must do it. Nobody will help you to do it. You must be able to open your www.rotary.org and log in. How many of us are there right now? You are here already? Yeah. Those are the ones that we should be working with. Gone are the days when we tell you how to get here. We have gone beyond that level. That's the simple truth. We can't be spoon-feeding people, Rotarians, and in particular, President-elect must know how to navigate and get into where they are supposed to get into and do so much. You only come to trainings like this, the President-elect, further trainings, just to ask questions that you think are great, or to top up with your knowledge, and not to start from very, very low level. We're not going to be starting from low level any longer. Gone are those days. All of us are now advanced students. So please, if you're at the www.rotary.org, log in. When you log in, what do you see? What do you see? You log in my Rotary, right? Get into my Rotary. Are you there? After getting to your Rotary, get into your what? Rotary Club Center. What do you see in your Rotary Club Center? You are not authorized. It is because you are not authorized. all Rotarians, are you not a Rotarian? So why won't you be authorized? I don't know what has gone wrong. Everybody can access it. Every Rotarian should be able to access it. The only thing you won't be able to do is you will not be able to change things. But you can view, because you are a Rotarian, you have a number as a Rotarian. So please, you might have to go back all over again and try to log in with your regular email address. That's very important. Most times we don't log in with our regular email addresses, and we come back to complain that we cannot access. It's a major challenge in those days. Now it's trying to come up. Please, exactly, you are there. You are there. Who else is there? You say, hello, Chief. What's your excuse? What's your name? Aisha. Aisha. Okay, which one is that, please? The coordinator. Okay, please. Try to get around it. You are supposed to be able to get into it. All of us are there already. Now, move further. What you'll be doing is to get into view. Okay, but part of what you see there, so let me just use this. Part of what you will see there is my profile. That's your profile. You can edit your profile. Both of us, our profiles are not edited. You must be able to have your profiles edited. We take this for granted. Most of us take it for granted, and that's where we get into lots of challenges in the future. Get into your profile, not now though, because we have only 30 minutes, of which we spend about 7 minutes. Get into your profile and edit as you so wish. Put your full name there, put your club detail, put everything that has to do with you in there, in that your profile. You'll have to do the same thing. Tell your club members to do the same thing, because if they don't, that's where we'll get there very soon, quickly. That's where you have on-field items. That's what happens. That's where you have such things where, because for instance, you have male, for instance, you have male 50, female 20, and on-field. Maybe that's it. Why? It's simply because somebody has not filled his gender. So why would somebody fill his gender? Sorry, no. Why would somebody fill his gender? There's no reason. Why won't you fill your age? There's no reason. Rotary even the platform gives you the opportunity of not specifically filling your age. It gives you the opportunity of doing a rich thing. It's only when you go to your profile that you can actually fill your precise, which is important anyway. All these things are meant for planning. They are not meant for any other purpose. It's for planning. They are for planning. So what you do now is to move into view, and let's see if we can get into the Rotary Central and attempt to see some of the things that are there. For those of us that cannot log in, please, you have to log in through your regular email address. That's very important. We're not going to go through that process of registration. We've done that. So log in and view. Now, when you view, you save stuff. What are we saying, please? Membership. You are seeing gender. Okay. Now, is it reflecting the exact gender of your club's membership? Is it? It's not. If it is, then you're good. If it is not, you will have to start changing things. I don't know, you can check if you have access to either edit or view. Do you have access to edit or view? Is it saying view? Is your saying view or edit? Is it saying view or edit? Edit. So, meaning you have good access. By the time you become president, you will have edit all through, then you can change things. When it says edit, it means you can go and change If it says view, it means you do not have access to change. Okay? For those of us that have access to edit right now, I'm not saying you should do it right now because you're not the president of the club yet. Don't edit, but we can just open and see. What are part of the things you can edit? You can edit your membership. You can edit, you know, what is this platform really meant for? Hello? This Roach Club Center, what is it actually meant for? To set goals and to do what? Sorry? Yes, ma'am. To keep track of whatever you are doing all through the Rotary. And that's why I mentioned earlier that if you are not conversant with this, you really do not have any business in being the president of Chipchop with this. That's the simple truth. Because you set goals, that's the beginning. In the process, from July 1, you will be tracking your goals. You will be tracking your goals. You need to study your presidential citation so to feel an appropriate goal for the year. You cannot feel the appropriate goal for the year when you have not discussed with your club board, when you have not taken approval from your club's assembly. Do you understand it? Right? You must share it with your board, discuss it, approve, take it to the assembly, to the larger house, and let them say, yes, we are looking at 10% growth. If our club membership right now is 30, we are looking at 20% growth. How much is 20% growth of 30? 6. So your goal should be 36. You will feel 36 there. Am I making sense? You feel 36. If your goal for Rotary Foundation, the Rotary Foundation for that year, let's say for annual giving is $30,000, what do you feel? $30,000. Okay? There are so many other parameters that you must open and fill. You have the membership, open it clearly and fill one for one. Don't assume each of all those items, fill them. You cannot fill them when you have not discussed with your club members, when you have not taken approval from your board. So you must take approval from your board, take it to assembly, let the assembly agree to it, then fill it perhaps with the secretary. Don't do it alone. I know some clubs, some of us can be a little bit not too techy or not want to do it. But make sure that you don't do it alone. That's very important. Don't do it alone. When you do it alone, then you are not carrying everybody along. Do it with somebody so that you can share ideas. And if anything were to happen in the future, you know that it has not been done individually by you alone. All ideas, all goals are supposed to be shared. You do the same thing for the Rotary Foundation. You do the same thing for your service project. Now, the one that can be a little bit naughty, just a little bit naughty, is the service project. I know most scholars have challenges with that. The service project, in the sense that some of us don't know how to quantify the specific timing that we have into Naira that we have spent. I give a little scenario. Let's say, who can just give a little project, just any project that comes on top of your head right now, any project. Tree planting. Why do you like this tree planting business? Okay. That's one that is coming up. Now, tree planting. No, we are taking tree planting. We will take peace conflict when the time for peace conflict. In February, we will take that. Now, tree planting. What does it entail to do tree planting projects? Just say, what does it entail? Sir? No, come on, let's say, what does it take to do a tree planting project? Inside, you do the needs assessment, then you get some money and all that. Now, how many people are going to be working on it? How many people? Sorry? No, say now, how many people? No, every member is not every member. How many people? 20 people will be working on it. Okay? Now, when you are trying to fill, because we are looking at Rotary Club Central right now, that's what this is coming up. 20 people are going to be working on it. How many days have they spent working on it? How many days? 20 people are working on it, right? How many days have they spent? How many days? 3 days. So how many hours have they spent per day? They have spent 5 hours per day. And how many days have they spent? 3 days. So how many people are working on it? So how many hours have they spent per day? Sorry? 600. Before you get to your 600, let us take it one by step. I know you are a mathematician, so you see the future, you've gone there. Now, how many hours have 20 people worked per day? Sir, 100 hours per day. How did we get to our 100 hours? 20 times 5 hours. You see, 20 people have worked 1 day. All 20 people have worked 1 day, and they worked 5 hours, meaning they put in, Rotarians have put in 100 hours per day. And they're doing it for 1, 2, 3 days. Meaning they've done 100 per day. How many hours have they worked? 300 hours. Now I know when you get to your Rotary Club Central, that is how they view it. The people that design the Rotary Club Central are not Nigerians. Okay? You know, in Nigeria, we don't work per hour. We don't understand it. But the way they work per hour. They work per hour, they get paid per hour. So we must recognize it. Now, you must quantify that wage, that work. Put it into Naira and fill it. You understand? That is the way it is done. That's the one that can be not. Now, do you know why you need to fill this? Just a minute, please. Do you know why you need to fill this? We need to know how much Rotarians are giving. You know, we spend our time and we don't pay ourselves, but we need to know how many hours have been done for jobs. Internationally, when we are being viewed with, we call ourselves a non-for-profit organization. We say we are a service organization. So what service have you given in terms of finance? If you say, for instance, I've given in volunteerism 50 million naira, you won't believe it. Most of us have more than 50 million naira worth of volunteerism that we have done as Rotarians, but we don't know because we do not document. So if for nothing, it is a bragging right, brag with it. We've put in more than 20,000 hours, worth an average of 20 billion naira. This Rotary year should be able to document such. It is important. Now we don't know all that. Usually, some of us that know, we flip over it as if it's really, really not important. So it is important. Okay, yes, sir. It's part of it. There's another column that says volunteers are non-Rotarian. So we feel that in that question. Okay? We feel it. It's important. Yeah, it's a blank question because it's not all time that we have people who are Rotarian doing it. So non-Rotarians, yes, sir. What is cost per hour? It's up to you. It's up to you. For instance, those of us that are professional, we all are professional. My charge-out rate is my charge-out rate. Okay? My charge-out rate could be maybe 100,000 naira per hour. So everywhere you see me, I'm speaking or I'm doing stuff, it's 100,000 naira per hour. If I do 3 hours, I collect 300,000 naira that I work with it. But it is up to you if it's I'm coming with a bricklayer, okay? It's a bricklayer will probably collect maybe 6,000 or above, the bricklayer and labor in some places. But that's why I say it's a function of what you think you should let it be. Or just to make it look very, very technical, how much will that job have cost? How much will they have charged? How much will the bricklayer have charged for this? How much will the engineer charge for this? How much will that have cost? How much will the printer really have charged? But now that somebody is donating it, so you should know what is the best practice. So it is that amount that you put. Make sense? All right. One or two other questions before I'd say thank you for listening. One or two other. Yes, sir. Do I have to come forward if you don't mind? Okay, you can vocalize it loud. What?
Do we add the value of time of the project to also the costs of that project if we want to report it?
Yeah, it's there. Just go to that segment that says how much have you put in. So you put the amount. Because most of us don't even, we don't open it fully. That's what happens most times. You need to open it fully and feel all those things. You need to take your time. That's why I go straight into the service project, because it's a service project that can be a little bit naughty. People don't usually feel correctly or feel completely. What they do most times is just feel on the peripheral and move on. If you do not understand it, it's okay. We all learned. I didn't come with this knowledge from wherever I came from. We learned, and over time you get proficient at time. You do much more. Learn. Call people. Call me, for instance. Call any district leader that understands it. There are some of you that are here right now that I know are very, very good road crossing. I know. As in I know. Because some of them, some years back, they were part of the people that were we call them the Rotary Clubs, RCC champions. RCC champions, they were going to clubs supporting members, supporting presidents on how to feel and ensure that they feel correctly. Now, before I leave, it's important that not only feeling goals are important. You must, somebody mentioned it earlier, track the goals. You must track the goals. Tracking the goal, it means when you achieve those things, when you executed this project, you go back there and click achieve. If you do not click achieve, you have not done much. While you are doing all this, beyond serving the community, okay, beyond making yourself feel good, beyond making our Madam DG feel cool also, you tend to win Rotary citation. It's part of what will make you win the Rotary citation. If you've not seen the Rotary citation for next Rotary, please go online, download and keep it and be reading. If you need people to explain it to you further, please call any district leader, or it's not written in Yoruba, nor Igbo, or Hausa. It's written in English. All of us can read and write English. So please read it very well, understand it very well, and ensure you follow it. Last question, please. Yes, sir. Not authorized. You have a major problem. You have to go and solve that before you can get it. Like I said, it's a login challenge. It's login challenge. So just go through with your regular email address, and you don't have any challenge. Another person, the last of the last.
You may be very busy. Do we have some people that we can actually go to if we have such challenges in the
Uchi.com.
You can call any past district governor. I'm sure any of them will oblige. You can call some of your colleagues here, can do it, can support. I know that. I speak with your assistant governor. Those are part of your human resources that you can use. Your past presidents and your resources, they've gone through this. Okay? Your club secretaries are human resources that you can tap into. Okay? So it is possible. Don't think I, Bono Ibadi, will give you on to solve your problem. No, I'm not the only one that knows how to solve it. You have said ours is the last of the last of the last question. So you just permit me, as I thank you for listening, and I wish you
Thank you so much, PDGBO. Yes. Achieving more impactful community projects through cluster formation. May I invite our district governor nominee, Dr. Wali Kukoyi, to take us through this talk. Thank you. He has 20 minutes.
Thank you very much, our district trainer. Well, the district government absentia, my DGE, I was just noting that after that your speech, you are 100% charged. And I expect that at the end of this training and the real pegs, you should be as charged as the district governor elect. Well, may I also recognize the deputy district trainer, past district governor, PDGBO. I have to recognize it because if you deny me this, I can't come to Lagos State. We have a full complement of our future governors here, and I want to recognize them. DG and Femi just stepped out on the platform. We have TGNB, Henry, and the DGNT Nagami. Good morning. Of course, the Pope presidents. I say good morning to you all. Yeah, because you are the reason why we are here. Well, this is a beautiful morning, and I want to congratulate you for being elected as president of your club. I know that that's a big privilege, but you know that anything comes with the privileges and responsibilities. I do hope you are all ready to go through the responsibilities and discharge the I expected of you. So that by 30th of June 2024, we'll all join you to congratulate you. But your journey to that date starts from now. I hope you take all the trainings that you'll be having very seriously. This is the first one you're having, but you have more. And the most important thing in training is networking. It's very, very important. That is why you're all gathered here. And I do hope that before you leave here today, you will have known many of your colleagues and other clubs. So it's going to be important for you as you take on your responsibilities of July 1. I have 20 minutes to do this. So I'm going to be a bit fast. Another quality of good leadership is time management. I think all of you should imbibe the idea that when you say you want to start a meeting at 9, make sure it's 9 o'clock and don't exceed the time that is allocated to you. Who is the timekeeper? 5 minutes before the please let me know. Well, achieving more impactful community projects through club cluster formation is what we are going to discuss in the next 20 minutes. And that's just a brief outline of what we'll be discussing: learning objectives, definitions, types of community projects, club clusters in District Peru, benefits of collaborating with clubs, planning the projects, getting the most out of the projects, and then questions and answers. I hope that at the end of this training, all the participants here should be able to define what an impactful project is. And at the same time also, we should be able to describe a cluster formation. Well, in all presentations, I usually like to, because you don't know what Rotary is about, it will be difficult to you to, plan your goals, follow your goals, and even defend Rotary wherever you are. I'm sure all of us know this. Can we quickly read this together? All right, thank you very much. And of course, we talk about strategy. Rotary has its own strategies, and these are the 4 key strategies that we have: increase our impact, expand our reach, enhance participant engagement, and also increase our ability to serve. And of course, Rotary also has 4 values which each and every one of us needs to know. Not just know, but you also have to put this in our daily actions and practice, both within Rotary and the outside. This fellowship is very key in Rotary: integrity, diversity, service, and leadership. As leaders of a club, these are things that you need to know, and these are things that will define your term as president. Now, what is an impactful project? In Rotary, there are some key things that you need to take cognizance of, and these are an impacting project usually involves several of the 7 areas of focus. That is, if you do a project that affects just one area of focus, it may not be very impactful to the community. But if you design a project that affects more than one of the 7 areas of focus, it becomes more impactful to your club and to your community. And the one in that is that it must involve several 4 areas. For instance, if we do an eye care project for underdeveloped or underprivileged children, you know straight away that you are also doing a project in basic education and literacy, isn't it? It's maternal and child health. That's very obvious, and also in disease prevention. So by that single eye project, you have already covered 3 areas of focus. And in that way, it becomes very impactful to the people that are your community, the people that your project involves. And it should also involve many professional areas. I just mentioned the case of the eye surgery. Of course, that involves the medical professionals, it's educators, it involves community and political leaders who come and work together to that project. It should also benefit as many people as possible. It should not be targeted to just one or few people. You should be able to impact so many people in that community. The bigger, of course, the better, and it becomes more visible to the community. And once it's also very big, it's going to attract a lot of publicity, media hype, and all that. So these are things you take into consideration when you are considering your project. But I do hope that most of you will have completed the design of your projects. You should be able by July 1 to launch it and hit the ground. But if you have not done so, you can still try and do this before July 1. Just to remind us of the 7 areas of focus, can we name them one by one? Sorry? Basic education 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gone. Yes. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? That means we are ready. ready to. Well, I think I can skip this. You've seen some of the things that I've talked about. Now, what is a cluster? Because the topic talks about a cluster block formation. What is a cluster? Can anybody define it for me? Sorry? A group? No, don't look at that. Say it in your own words. What I want, a group of similar things. Yes. The same characteristics. Can we take that definition fits all of us here? Are you similar? By Rotary. Thank you, Anna. Yes, so we go to that definition. What is a cluster? Cluster is a group of similar things or people positioned or occurring closely together. And I believe that defines us here. We are all club presidents, irrespective of our location and the age of the, isn't it? Well, and also say that a cluster is a number of things of the same kind growing or held together. So two keywords, similar and held together. And you can just see that, follow the pointer, that's the cluster. All these ones that are standing alone, they are not clusters. Okay? So we have clusters. So, do we all know about the zonal structure in the district? How many zones do we have in the district? Oh, okay. Learning is a continuous process. I expect that after you leave here, these are things you should start to learn. It's always said that the day you stop to learn, start to learn. Well, for your information, we have 12 zones in the district, 12, and you have the clubs that constitute. Okay. You have the number of clubs that constitute each zone. Yeah, that is a clustering, isn't it? That's an official clustering, District 9110. And this is done for administrative convenience, such that the districts can get in touch and do some activities to enough clubs in a particular zone. Like I said, we have 12 in the zone. Some of them have 4 clubs, and some have as many as 14 clubs. But the other thing that defines the zones in the club, in the district, is that they have geographical contiguity, because they are closer to one another, just to make it easy for administrative purposes. But the clustering I'm talking about today is different from that one. And well, the district trainer mentioned one when he was passing some comments, and that is a cluster that contains weak and strong clubs. What is the definition of a weak club in this 9110? Any attempt? In terms of number. In terms of number. Yes, it's less than 20. Can we give him a round of applause? Yes. What of a strong club? Let's start with the mega club. How many clubs do you have in the mega? How many members do you have in the mega? Sorry? 100 and above. And of course, after the mega, we have other levels. If a weak club and a strong club come together, what will happen? Do you have another microphone? No. Okay. They will definitely complement each other. Yes. So one idea, one matrix of clustering is to put a weak and a strong club together. I will tell you the benefits as we go along. So that's the type of clustering. Another type of clustering is the clubs have a shared interest. A club in VI and a club in mainland, they have some shared interests. And for that reason alone, they can come together and form a project. They can get together, but not set by geography. The third type of clustering, which I want to talk about, is I call it a family tree type of clustering. And I'll give an example there. You know that Rotary Club of Bagada is an old club. I think that 39 years, a few days ago. And I'm sure they have chartered many clubs. One of them is Bagada South, the club of DGN, Femi, and Maryland. Which other clubs are chartered by Bagada here? Shomolu, yes. Lekki Golden. How many are we making? And I think one yes. It's not just an impactful project, but it will be a mega project. I don't know whether that is against it from so I want to challenge Bagada South and Maryland and Shomolu to approach we call it father or mother now, grandfather. So that it's they want to do that will attract a bigger district agreement. And we also give you access to wider networks of contacts that be able to assist with the project. I think that's also very obvious. Now, how do you start planning a combined project? I do hope that after this training, we will start thinking of which of the clubs amongst which of the presidents amongst you want to speak with, so that you can start thinking of forming it. And the first step in that is to identify the project. Usually one club will take the lead on this and investigate the project and work with the project recipient or beneficiary. That is the community that wants to benefit from the project. And you also have to identify and liaise with other clubs who are potential partners to get their agreement. Your assistant governor or president are good places to start. course, by the time you get to this level, you have to allocate responsibility to members of the committee that will be handling the project. And we also have to identify the skills and the strengths of some of these people so that you have a smooth run of the project that you want to even at the developmental stage. When it gets to that stage, you want to formalize the agreement. Any partnership you want to do, there must always be an MOU, even if it's between two Rotary clubs. Is that true? And there are many advantages and many reasons why you need to have an MOU so that you'll be able to define exactly what you want to do, how you want to create the time frame, the timeline that the project will take. And unless you put this in black and white, it might be difficult for you to follow it up properly. And it's also important to avoid unnecessary arguments once the project takes off. And you have to ensure good communication channels at the committee level. And if there's any good thing that has happened in the recent years, it is internet, isn't it? Technology. It has actually disrupted the way we think, the way we do things, and the way we relate. And it has made things so easy. You can do Zoom meetings at any time of the day. You don't need to do physical, and it makes the thing easy. And of course, the next stage is to implement the project. And after implementing the project, you have to do a debriefing so that all of you know where exactly you are on the scale. Have you succeeded? Are there problems along the way? All this will also assist you in future projects. Also, we have 5 minutes to go, so I just try to round up. Must also ensure that every project has an element of membership development in it. What do I mean by that? You are doing this project for communities, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. At every point of the project, either when you are doing community assessment, when you're doing the project, or when you are project, it's a good avenue to attract members of the club, isn't it? How many of our clubs have been doing this? If you have not, I think you should start doing it because it also increases your network. And people who appreciate the project will definitely want to be part of your club to go it the right way. Choose projects which might appeal to the demographic characteristics of people you are trying to attract as members. I think that is important. You don't take a project, for instance, of a borehole to a place in Lekki. Would that be useful? No. So you have to identify and do a community assessment before you take projects there. And it's the project that you'll be able to impress and impact the community that you are doing with. How to get most out of your project. Partnerships are worthwhile. Yes, they are. But you look for potential long-term partners who can work with you in the project in the future and will work with you. Not just expect you to do all the work. What that means is that when you are choosing your partner, each partner must have specific rules that they have to play. Not that it is one club that will do everything and the others will just be on-look partners. All of you must be involved in the design and in the execution of it. Yes, I think the time is up. I just want to quickly discuss this question. Which club are you thinking of forming cluster with? President, take it. Are you thinking of forming any chief with the club already? Yes. Can you stand up and let us know so that you partner? Yes. From Ikorodu, yes. We are already looking at which are yes, are they here? Okay. Are you together? Are you thinking? I mean, yes. Okay. So we'll be expecting a project from the three of you. I will give them a round of applause. Yes. Yes, which club are you from? Yes, you want to come down? Is it because of close? Okay, wish you good luck. That's another thing. What projects, what potential projects are you thinking of? From Ikorodu, are you already thinking of any potential projects apart from the clubs? Yes, that's good. Yes. You've already started. Oh, that's great. With other clubs, Canada, okay. I think that's the type of family tree partnership that I talked about. Yes, I want to thank you very much for your attention and
Thank you so much, sir. Another round of applause. Our DGN. Yes, we are moving on. Well, let me call the second leg of 224 to 25. DGN Femi Adenekon to come and talk to us about assessing global grants in 2023-2024. Tips for accomplishment. As he's coming, I've recognized all the facilitators on the high table, but let me especially welcome and recognize District Governor nominee designate, Rotarian Larry Adidoyi.
Thank you, my district leader. The convener of this trade, district governor elect, District the district trainer, PDG, Olashodebo, district trainer 1, PDG, Ola Oyebade. My colleague, my twin brother, DGN Ukoju. I laughed because when I was nominated, he said I joined the ranks of Baba, and he called me Baba. So he has joined the rank of now. He's now Baba Kiele, Kiele, and Kiele. They are president-elects of our great history. I want to say that my session is a session that been the first time. But before I continue, I'll have to tell you one or two things. We all know, I want to believe you all know criteria for a functional club. Do you know? Criteria for effective law. and it too has to be vibrant club. Now, for you to be functional, you must be able to go to your meeting regularly, pay your dues. I mean, that's also are very important. But from the information I just received from the RI yesterday night, all the clubs in our district are owing the RI dues for the second seminar now. And you have wait now, let me finish now, and then come down. And you are at the risk of losing the presidential citation by March 14th if your club president does not pay your dues. So, and just like the UDA said earlier on, we will be losing the opportunity of easily presidential citation in spite of all the projects we have done this whole year. You not pay of your second semi-annual due by March 14th. It means barely you have less than 12 days to do this. This is, by the way, it's just to conscientize you to go back home, tell your club to do the leave, and ensure that you are able to win the exercise. That's the greatest. You can win as a club president, because that means you are in line with the RI, then you are in line with the district, and then your but it's very important. All of our clubs wins presidential. Please take this time. Now to the topic of the day. We are here for ways of accomplishing global grant 2023-2024 year. How many clubs have done global grant projects here? Well, yes, for those of us who showed that we have done, I hope you are following up with those who were the primary contacts of those projects and you are planning to have your role. Now we'll go through next slide, please. Now, what is our learning objective? Our learning objectives are to understand the meaning of global grants, to identify the fundamentals of global grants, understand the process of accessing global grants, and know the resources available to you. Now, this is going to be what we're going to look at when we finish this session. Can we go to the next slide? Now, what is global grant? Can just one person read to us, or we want to read together the meaning of global grant? Thank you. Go ahead.
Global grant funds, large-scale international humanitarian projects, vocational training teams, and graduate-level scholarships that have sustainable durable outcomes.
And the only new thing that we have to add to it is how to get the resources towards achieving it. So it's going to be very snappy because I know we have definitely have sessions that at your real best. So you have to ensure that your global grant project has a large scale outlook, and it must have international partner. It must also, well, what are the locations? Let's go, yes, please. Okay, one thing is that all our projects in road is encouraged to be aligned to the area of focus. You have several area of focus, which are listed here. Is there anyone who does not know the area of focus of Road International? Do we know it? So it means your global grant must align with one or more of these 7 areas. So if you are planning any global grant project, it must align with one or more of these areas of focus. Can we go to the next slide? Now, what are the qualifications for a project to qualify for global grant? We have different levels of grants. We have district grants, which is the smaller one that we qualify to access from our DDF. That is our district grants, we get it from the DDF. The payment, the contribution made this year will be the contribution that will the DGF will come back to the district when DGND, Larry Adedoye, and Eric will be district governors. So if they do not contribute now, they will not get anything to share. So whatever we bring in is whatever we get at the end of the day. Now, the Global Grant project must have a minimum budget of 30,000 euros. The club has to qualify by attending the grant seminar. So I'm telling you this now because you must ensure that your club, by now, the DGE said you should have had all your officers in place. If you have not, start putting them together. There's no time. So it means your president, you as president, must attend grant seminar in May, along with your Rotary Foundation chair for the next Rotary year. Minimum of you or two of you, and probably if you go, I don't know what the committee is going to talk about, it will be the three of you with the secretary, but you and the foundation chair must be at the grant seminar to qualify to be able to access global grants. Now, the second one is that your club must not be indebted to both RI and the district. Why is because you cannot be sharing in the family asset when you have not contributed to the family asset. So it's a very important thing that we must ensure, just like I said earlier on, ensure that you tell your club president and your board that they should go and net off the second semi-annual deal so as not to put you into trouble for the next year, and so also to qualify to win the Premier citation. And we are aware that so many clubs are still owing the district dues. You cannot qualify to access the global grant. They will not even approve. The DG will not approve it. I mean, when I say DG now, it's going to be iffy. She will not approve it if they are in areas of dues. So please make sure you are. So club must be in good standing on previous global grants. Now, for those clubs that have raised up their hands at the completed global grant project, you must also be able to give stewardship for what you have done, submit a final report, and it is when it is approved, you will be entitled to get an approval for another global grant. So you must take seriously the issue of stewardship. Now, the last one is that the district must also qualify. Now, what it takes the district to qualify is not within your problem. You don't need to bother yourself. But I know our district has always qualified each year. But take the other points very seriously and work towards the club getting the global. Next slide. Now, what are the partnerships required? For us to be able to package a global grant, we must have two sides of the coin. Each of the two sides also has some other faces. Now, the first one is between club or district where the activity will occur. That means you are the host club. If you are the one packaging the global grant, you are going to be the host club. And if you are the host club, you will have another club from outside of your district that will partner with you. Then your district will be able to match whatever you are contributing. Then the other district also will also be able to match whatever your partner club in the other district or in the other country is going to put on ground. And at the end of the day, the Rotary Foundation will cap it up. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of the ratio because that is not within my purview here. There are ratios between which you can get it over. So can we go? And you must both qualify. The other important thing is that both your club, the host club, as you are supposed to qualify, your partner club outside the district must also qualify through the same process we have mentioned. So in getting global grants is just a perfect way of doing things. You must be honest and sincere. You must be forthright in your qualification. So sustainability is one major issue that we talk of in packaging global grants. Rotary will not want to come back, execute a project that will be seen as a white elephant project. So the project must be sustainable that can be looked after so many years. proud to say that the Rotary Club of Agara Synod, we are good at this. At least we've done 2 global grant projects. In fact, we are the 3rd one. And each of them, we go back to them. Even the ones that were not the lead club, we still have them functioning. What we've done about 10 years, 15 years ago, we still go around them to ensure that they function because we have a sustainable agreement with the community. We gave them the ownership of the project, and as such, we don't have to go back to each of these projects towards creating it for them. So the issue of sustainability is very important in packaging global grant. So what are the elements of sustainability? Don't jump, please. Yeah, you have to start with the community. Don't give them what they don't need. A lot of us assume that we are the president, we are the club. This is what I will go and give this community. Whereas that may not be their need. So you have to do a proper need assessment before going out. You have to be able to feel from them, know what they need, and know how sustainable it could be. Then when you have decided on that, in the process of carrying out the global grant project or packaging it, ensure that you source, you not only ensure that you allow the people who are going to use this project to own it. In some places, you may have to go into MOU with the community, in some with the school, in some with all the NGOs that benefit other NGOs with you. So you must ensure local ownership of it. And in some areas, you may have to organize training for them to be able to function effectively in carrying out your vision of this project. Then the next one is that you ensure you buy your materials locally. You have situations where people import computers to Nigeria, and because they are not of the same configuration with the Nigerian system, such computers don't work. So it's important that you buy locally those items that you use for the project. Then you also could find local funding by partnering with other people, individuals, in ensuring that the projects are sustainable. If you don't do this, you will be shortchanging yourself. But once you leave the project, you will not be able to go back there and start looking after the project for them. So it's important for you to source local funding and can get through this through governments by partnering with the government, maybe the local government, to support the project and ensure continuity. You can partner with the hospitals where the projects are related to the health, and you can partner with companies that are providing such materials, like if you are going into drilling borehole, water and sanitation and hygiene, we partner with companies that will provide the materials that will be needed from time to time on those projects. And the lists are endless. And you must also be able to measure your success after you have executed the program, the global grant project. So these are the ways to ensure sustainability. So what are the funding ways? Well, we have this following as I will just go through it briefly. We fund global grant through these ways. One, through Rotarians and supporters. Supporters, who are supporters? You will have people who are your friends and well-wishers. You will have your church. You will have your mosque buy into your global grant project if they are going to be also beneficiaries of some of this program. So you will have them to support you in funding. And you will have the district designated fund. District designated fund, just like I said earlier, is a fund that comes back to us after 3 years. And what we contribute this year, in 3 years' time, 45% of it will come back to our district. By then, we will have distributed. So it will mean that whatever we get from the annual fund contribution this year, I don't want to go into all of these technicalities. Our annual funds are those funds we donate to the Rotary through every society, every Rotarian every year, major donor, that are not for the endowment. So 3 years later, they come back to us. Usually it's 50%, but RI has now reduced it due to 5% charges. 45% come back to the district. And this 45% are what the DG will use to partner with you in your global grant project, do the district grant, and also support other humanitarian grants that are necessary. So that is the DDF. And we also have the World Fund, which will get, this came up in 2021. This will get through this DDF about 80% for global grants. You can fund, the World Fund will fund our program, and we get almost 80% of what we have all over the world from the World Fund. So we continue, the global grant can also fund a combination of DDF or direct gifts. We have a direct gift donor in AMIS, and we have national member Dr. Jide Akredolu, who has a special project for the cervical cancer. And we will approach him. He will tell RI to partner with you. If you want to do a project on that area, you will approach him and he will instruct RI to give you part of his funds to mark your project. So these are some of the other direct gifts that you have to fund your rural grants. And the maximum you could get from the World Fund matching is $400,000 but there is no minimum. Can we go to the next slide? Now, what other areas does global grant cover? It covers, apart from the humanitarian service project we have just talked about, it also covers scholarship. What are the scholarship programs we have? We have the peace centers all over the world. We have 8 of them as of now. We have one in Uganda. We have one in Uganda now. We will sponsor a peace fellow for a short-term course of 6 months, or for a whole year or 2 years, depending on whatever your ability. But in this, you don't need to stress yourself. So global grant also funds this. And we have the vocational training team. In our district, we've been effective in that through BDG, Ishoka, who led a VDT team to Uganda, I think it was to Uganda, to learn about how to carry out some surgeries in Nigeria. So you could fund, these are areas you could use global grants, and clubs are encouraged to package projects in this direction. Can we go to the next one? Now, I've talked about all of this. I know a lot in our heads will have a lot of things. How do I get to know more about all of this? You can get to do all of this by one, attending international conventions through international retailers and friends. For instance, I'm one person that has 2 fathers. I have 2 fathers. One is my biological father. The second one is my American adopted father. My biological father is in Nigeria. My adopted father, we met at the convention in Canada, Montreal, Canada. And since then, since 2010, he has been to Nigeria more than 5 times. He has slept and stayed with us, and been his bodyguard, everything whenever he comes to Nigeria. I've stayed in his house for 2 weeks in California. And because of the relationship we developed, I've met several Rotarians, and he has led the Protocol of Ghana South in packaging grants, global grant that has been very successful. We've done 3, like I told you. I'm on the verge of having the 4th one. So you can achieve it through this. And how did we meet? We started from the West Africa Project Fair, organized in Togo. And I was not there, he was not there. Other Rotarians came, met other Rotarians in our club, and eventually we linked up and were able to meet at the Montreal Convention. And that's where the success really started. You can start that now. So those of us who are going to member, don't go there just to make friends. Make quality friends that will get you to a better position. Then another way of getting this is, I just mentioned attending West African Project Fair. Our success story started at the West African Project Fair in Togo. That was a year before, that was in 2009, and related into meeting this great man in 2010 with others. Until now, we have done big global ground project with 6 clubs and other clubs in the area 6 area, and we are still planning to do the next. So you will start that, attend West African Project Fair. I know by God's will, this year West African Project Fair will be online, will probably be physical. So enjoy the impact of West African Project Fair and make sure you benefit from it. Now you can also do that by getting partners for global grant by going for programs like the Institute. Some of us are fond of attending Institute. The Institute is government electronic seminar, and that you get to do every year. We went to Abidjan just last year in September, and we'll be going to Lusaka, Zambia by September this year. You make friends, and you make such friends. You make the other friends. You get to know somebody who will help you in the future. And you can also do that at the convention. Then there is one important tool we need to assess. That is the district governor-elect seated here. She just told you that she wants you to package global grants projects that she give to our friends. It would have been better if all of you were prepared to give her such projects that she could take to the International Assembly in Orlando when she went in January. She would have come back with the success story of what districts that are willing to share and collaborate with you in global grants. But it's not too late. She's still telling you, package something, bring it around, and let us see how it can fly. The next slide. Now, who can assist us? I know all of us are thinking that we have so many people that can assist us. The first one is contact the grant center. The PDG Bola just mentioned that the conference with the Rotary Club Central. I would. We also must ensure that we work with the DG, the current DG, that help you in packaging a global grant. Because if she does not have the time, she will link you up with someone else. We have the Rotary Foundation chair, District Rotary Foundation chair, district trainer seated here. We have the District International Service chair. We have the Rotary Foundation cadre in your district. We have Rotary Foundation cadre, which not so many of us know about. They will help us with global grants. And other clubs that have embarked on this success stories. They mentioned them. They raise up their hands. So can we also raise up our hands again if your club has packaged global grants in the past, so that those who want to package can also contact us. So please look back and look around. The hands are getting thinner now. So, well, for those of us who have not done, you can see these 3 people: Rotary Club of Water, Rotary Club of Wakarasa, Rotary Club of Lagos, and yours, ma, Omoli Golden. Yes, sir. Victoria Land is. So you can see people there, they can link you up with those who have anchored their own global branch. And I think, what's the next slide? I want to thank you.
Thank you so much, DGM Adeneko. Well, in the course of his presentation, another facilitator walked in, our retired PDG, past Governor Chide Akeredolu. You are welcome, sir. Yes, there is a photo book, I'll call it, or photo sheet going around showing the beautiful pictures of all you wonderful presidents-elect. Please go through and ensure it's what you uploaded on that form that you all fill. Make sure the picture and the name corresponds well to each other, because that's what comes in the Facebook and so many other things that's going to be produced next for 3 years. So just check and pass it around all of you. Next, to make a presentation is DGND Henry Akiele membership list. Has anybody had a membership list before? Any one of you? Membership list. So it's to talk to us on membership lists as a tool for membership attraction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, my fellow chairs. Yes, let me recognize my district of effects, which and also our leaders on the right for the facilitators. District trainers and you are highly recognized. Thank you for Rotary. My past district of Governor past district of Kidea period also recognized you. Yes, my district of Governor and just like the immediate speaker said, it's called the streaming twin governor, just say twin. So I have my own twin here, thank you very much. So my fellow once again, yes, I think we have very few minutes to speak on this. Like I've always said, some of these short presentations are to open your mind. It's an eye-opening program so that you can have an idea of what you will face. We cannot, go through all this in a very short period of 20 minutes. So I would like you to please follow me and let us please go through this topic. It's quite unfortunate. The district trainer just mentioned, asked about, how many of us knows about the membership groups and nobody raised up his or her hand. So it's a very novel program, not novel, because membership leads are up for over 5-6 years, and I wonder why we are not part of this. I think we all understand the fact that membership to Rotary is very, very important. I think you all agree with me. Membership growth is the engine that powers the vehicle of Rotary. There's no two ways to it. Yes, our district governor mentioned the other time two major things: membership and Rotary Foundation. But let me also say that if you don't have Rotarians that will contribute to this foundation, the foundation will not grow. Is that not so? So membership is highly, very, very important for us. But the aspect we're going to deal with is the membership needs as a tool for membership attraction. Next slide. So what is this membership lead? Membership lead is a tool that routes prospective members to you to help you grow your membership. It's quite unfortunate we've not been able to really explore this in our district from this line of the book. Membership leads. Okay, let me take the next slide so I can explain better to you what is the next slide. There are three major ways, areas that membership leads works. There are some people who maybe by virtue of playing on the internet, playing or they've had a Rotary, but they don't know what to do, how to join Rotary. They will go to, they go to online, maybe Google Rotary, and
in a way, there are so many things that will come up, like you want to join Rotary, and they click and they put their name on our website to say, I am interested in joining Rotary. Those are the prospective members. The relocating members are people that have joined Rotary in this world of our data. Yes, quite the number has left some of our clubs. I must say my club, maybe almost 15. Yes, maybe almost 15 has left my club in a recent time. So you find yourself somewhere, someone that found himself outside his club in another country, and he settled and wants to join Rotary. And he decided to go online to put his name on the same website, trying to look for a club around him or her. These are the members. There are another set of members that we call the referred members. There are times you could be flying near London, maybe going to the US, and somebody noticed you with your lapel pin. And he said, oh, are you a retailer? I said, I'm a retailer. I wish I joined Rotary. I've been looking forward to be a member of Rotary. Oh, where do you reside? Oh, I stay in Ghana. And such a member, I just go online and you put his name. It has a small question he has, which you will not see later. Put his name there and send to RI. So, looking at this today, what the RI, the Rotary International, what they do with all these names, they filter it and look at people that have put their names on this website. They look at it, they look at their preferences in that data form. There are preferences of, oh, I love to join a club in Lagos, Nigeria. Then other preferences like, I love club that meets on Tuesday. All these questions, the answers are there. I love club that meets in the morning. This is my age. This is my profession. And all others, they are always there. So what they do at RI level is that they look at this and they send these links to different districts as the location we have been noted on the website. So quite a number of times we did. Our district governors, our assistant governor, our district member chair, they receive these names every day. So it's now left for us to get set to harvest from this long list of prospective Rotarians. Let me tell you, I coordinated this particular membership list in 2017, 2018, 2019, and even 2019, 2020. I can say really that there are times we need more months, we have more than 220 Rotarians. So we have a goal to go out, and this is very, very important. So I'll take you through this. Next slide. A part of membership. Okay, I've mentioned this. A prospective member, a relocating member of Rotary is referring to a potential member submitting information on Rotary. I've mentioned that. Rotary staff members screen to make sure the candidate meets basic membership qualifications and then assign it to the district in the candidate refers club meeting location. I think I've also explained that. So next slide. The district governor and the district member shall get an alert about the new league. Go online to review it and match the prospect to a club. Then the next thing, which we have not been doing, the club president, secretary, and membership shall get an alert to review the league and take the next step. The club contacts the league and invites them to visit the club. If it is a good match for both the club and the candidate, the club invites the candidate to join or ask the district to decide to consider the prospect for another club. What I've just said is this: when these people are assigned to our district, the DG the AG, the membership share, it gets an alert, like an email. Then they review it. When you click on it, they will see the preferred location. Some will say I stay in Iliad. Some will say Magodo. Some will say I prefer morning flow. Some will say I prefer Sunday flow. So the AG never looks at it. And also forward that same ability to the club that's their own either meeting time, meeting days, or anything meets with that particular need. One thing that has played in our district, and possibly because of where we are, the kind of decline we are, is that not quite a number of people, unlike in the Western world, nobody will go to any website and say, I want to join the club when you are not even ready to join the club. But you know, in this settings, some people, because they want to Japan, want to travel abroad, and they have no trips, they always travel. Some, they don't even know we pay dues. Some don't even know anything about road trip because they want to join. So in the recent, some few years back, what the district has been doing is to gather this list as many as possible. And we organize a kind of a reception for them in the summer. We've had, even this year, we've had so many series of that. Our presidents are invited to come around and harvest from this perspective. Like I've said, this year, the district governor, we want to follow the direct way as instructed or as notified as the RRA naturally wants that list to go through the route. So I'm going to take you through how you will assess this list and how you can follow them up and invite them to your club. With the people understand what membership is all about. We have, I can say, only we have over 1,000 perspective in Lagos if you visit this site. So I will take you to the next slide. Yes, our past district of Namola Yabadi taught us the right time how to access some things on our Rotary Central. So I would like you to have your device here. So please bring it out. You can quickly do that. If you assess my Rotary, can you quickly do that? Let's go through that so we can understand it. If you assess my Rotary, are we there? One thing I also want to mention is that I don't know. I have been able to download my Rotary on my phone. So most times when I want to visit, I don't need to go to Google to start on. I just click on the button, my Rotary, and it takes me straight into my Rotary. So I want to do that because I know every day needs to visit my Rotary. I'm a Rotary Center. So are we in my Rotary already? Okay, fine. You will notice or locate where you have engaged. Yes. Please can you, is it possible for you to zoom this if possible? Or please let me practically on your phone. Are you there? So look for engage. Are we all there? Engage. We are supposed to be on the please, very important, President-elect, all of you must have access to my Rotary. By 1st of July, the whole system will change. You will have a full access. Your immediate past president may not have the access. So we need to do so many things. Don't let us have stories. I can't get this, I'm yet to, I don't have my back. It is free. We don't move forward. And so you are there. if you are on your own device, you will see where you can have the menu, where you can access the menu. If you understand where you can access menu. Maybe it's a need for one to mention this. You see, anybody, either a Nigerian or not, can access the notice section. You all agree with me? But it is only Nigerians that have signed the register into my routing that have able to access my routing. So you should be able to access my routing. You are there, then you should see a page. Some of you are not there. Are you seeing now? Oh, sorry, we haven't reached it. Sorry. Thank you very much. That's right. Yes, you may not be able to really go further because you don't have the full access of that particular thing. When you open, when you open, you see club administration, you don't see club administration.
Yes.
Then, club and members of data, you won't be able to see that unless you are a secretary or you are the president, current president. So by the time you assume office, you will see club and members data under manage club administration. Then you get there. Then from there you click on view membership lead. So please take note of that. View membership lead. If you don't have anyone assigned to your club, you will see a message like no lead assigned to your club. But I think by next meeting here, I will encourage my district governor elect to let us have, the membership lead coordinator of the districts to have access to this. I was able to get access during PDG Obadejo through PDG Obadejo was the membership chair. So they wrote the RI and I was included in the list, so it comes directly to me. So when you have the coordinator, like I said, you don't have enough time to start with like 5, 6, 7, please let us please concentrate. So the lead coordinator from the district will review the lead. If by the time you review the lead, you will see. You will see so many things like preference, like I've said. I live in Ikeja. I work on on island. I love Sunday club. I love Monday club. I love morning club. I love that. That person will assign. In his own portal, he will see assign. Then he can assign. Then the names of all our clubs we have there to be. Then definitely we will go Maryland meets every Tuesday. They are in Ikeja. Okay, you will assign. So by the time you assign, you as the president will receive an ask that somebody has been assigned to your club in your mail. Then from that your mail, you too can review. And now then you will see the phone, telephone number, you will see the email address and all that. So you can get prepared, get your template of a message to send to that message so that every time you don't need to start writing stories and all that. Oh, my name is Rotary, so I'm from Rotary Club. So I am the president. I've just been about you. You are interested in joining our club, Rotary Club, so. Please we meet or so. We look forward to see you. Just find out something and you send to such a person. Or through the phone number, you make a call. I do that very often, you call. And you invite such a person to your fellowship. And from there, you start your own club process. Different clubs have their own induction process. Rotary International is not saying that it is compulsory for you to accept that person, the lead. And if you are not, on that same platform, there are other columns where you can reassign, send back to the district. Oh, sorry, this person cannot meet up. I mean, the district will have to reassign again. And then when this is inducted, that's why the lead is inducted. We also have where to report. The Rotary International wants to get a feedback of people you've been able to induct through membership lead. So my fellow Rotarians, and I will also, if you are invited to come around, come and meet prospective members, there are times we've seen over 200 of them seated there. Quite a number of clubs they have affected from this book. There's a need for us to increase our members. And these are the people who are willingly, you don't need to lobby. They are just there for you to just be them and induct them into your group. So, my fellow Rotarians, the job has started. There's a need for us to grow our membership. By the end of the Rotary year, God willing, the district will be divided into two. Some of us, we don't even know which of the districts we belong. I know some don't know. I think you all agree with me. There's a need for you to know. But so we are going to divide, and that shows that we have more work. If we are 5,500 at the end of the next year, let's say we divided just 50%. I mean, so we have half. That shows we are going back to another 2,750 there about, and we have more work to do because the more we are in Rotary, the better we can do the job. So many people to donate to our foundations, so many people to renew our energy. Some of us have been in the job 4, 5, 6 years. You need people to re-energize us, to give us fresh ideas. So, my fellow Rotarians, please please work membership please and get people to deploy the club. Any questions?
You have questions? I want to suggest that please note all the questions very soon. I think we have 2 more papers. 2 more. Please, let's take all the questions together, please, so that we can save on time, especially for our friends going to the other side of the states and the district. Thank you so much, DJ Henry Akiali. Yes, we are moving on. We have next to talk to us on how to lead our various clubs. But before we have that, let's just stretch our necks for 5 minutes. We'll be sitting down for 2-3 hours now. Let's stretch our necks for 5 minutes, please. Or should we continue? Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. It's important. As adults, we must do that as often as we can. Or you want to give us exercise?
I'm the one that sent that paper. Okay. So all the lectures that have sent, thanks.
My own presentation. Hello. Time is 5 minutes to 5 minutes. Is that which I have? Let's go Growth Estate. I'm going to go Growth Estate. Growth Estate. Okay. Return to assist, please. Let us return to assist. Hello. Thank you. The next presentation is on how to lay a Rotary Club. How to lay a Rotary Club. Laying a Rotary Club. Okay, 228 GB.
Let's have our seats. While waiting for the next presenter, we are going to move his car. We have some piece of information. Winifred, please come forward so that we can use that to save some time. Past President Winifred Igweonu is the DTA coordinator, District Training Assembly coordinator. She has some words for us as president-elect.
Thank you very much, sir. Special recognition to the district governor-elect of the state. My district trainer, deputy district trainer, my PAG, I'm sorry, sir. District DGND, Rotarian Henry. Distinguished President-elect, it's an honor to be here addressing you all today. My name is Past President Winifred Igweonu. I'm sure some of the presidents-elect here have seen the platform I created and the messages I sent. I want to use this forum to introduce myself as the coordinator of the District Training Assembly. That's the training that is mandatory for
from the resident hotel where we're having the event, you might end up missing a lot. I want to use this medium again, like I said earlier, congratulate you and wish you a successful year during your tenure. We'll reach out individually to most clubs for support. Thank you, as I believe and know that you support me. Thank you.
Thank you, Winfred. Thank you. So that's District Training Assembly will come up April 15 and 16. April 15 and 16. April 15 and 16 at Orchid Hotel. All training will be at Orchid Hotel lecture. Yes, leading a Rotary Club. I definitely invite our district governor nominee designate Darren Adedoye to please come and take us through for the next 20 minutes. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my district governor-elect, district fellow Rotarians. This afternoon, we'll be talking on leading a Rotary Club. Let me congratulate you as president-elect of your various clubs. But like has been said, the job has just started for you. Please, let's look at the learning objectives. Please, this will be participatory and interactive, not lecture or talking to you and you not responding. Please, can we have a volunteer to read the first? Please magnify it. Okay, thank you. Somebody is volunteering. Please, let's applaud that.
Thank you, sir. My name is Rotarian Veronica Isijola, Rotary Club of Omani Kubudoke.
Please, yes.
Okay, this is the learning objective. After this session, participants will be able to identify the elements of an effective club, analyze potential challenges in leading fellow Rotarians, and develop strategies for handling them.
Let's thank God. Let's applaud that. Yes, what are the elements of an effective Rotary Club? A lot of facilitators have spoken about effective Rotary Club. Can anyone share with us? Yes, she's not the only one here. Yes, you want to try? No, go one by one, please. Elements of an effective Rotary Club. Yes, volunteering. You, thank you.
They must hold regular meetings and ensure they pay their dues.
Is that elements of an effective Rotary Club? You agree with that? That you must hold regular meetings. That is one of the elements of a functional club. Effectiveness is what we are talking about. Your club will be functional but not effective. What are the elements of an effective club? Yes.
Then an effective club should be able to, carry out a good service project and sustain it. They should be able to, they should be able to receive the DG, the visits. Yes.
We are all learning, yes. It is your year together. So you must know what space to lead the club. Or not with effective clubs. You do, please.
Membership engagements, contribute to Rotary Foundation, service projects, and training ideas.
Yes, let's take as the last one. You are listening to your presidents. Okay, thank you. Yes.
An effective club must be able to provide service to their communities, and it must be a vibrant group.
let's just simplify it for the purpose of this because we have a lot of things to cover and most of these things will come affect. An effective Rotary Club must be able to increase and sustain its membership. That's number one. Number one, contribute to the foundation and participate in its activities. Number three, implement successful service projects in your communities and communities outside the country. And number four, I want help on this, if you can't remember number four. Because when you give the office that you are going to serve in 2023, 2024, there must be something for you to go for that. So what is it? Number four.
They must be able to, present a leader that will serve beyond the club.
Let's give it to her. Serve beyond club level. And so, what is the essence of coming together as a leader? As the leader of your club, you must be knowledgeable. Rotary is a knowledge-driven organization. The changes that we have had in Rotary International over the last 3 years have been those of the preceding 5 to 10 years because RI keeps changing. What you had as part of our nomenclature 2-3 years ago, some of them have changed. When we used to have recruitment, retention, and extension, they've given way to what? DEI, attraction, engagement, and new club development. You'll be helping the district governor in growing membership in the district. Among other things, you are working together with that. You are the ones who will provide leadership. And when you lead, you must lead by example. It is not for you to say, I am the president. After all, when you did your own, nobody can help you. So it is my idea. Don't tell me anything. Is that kind of president that you want to be? No. So what kind of president do you want to be? Do you want to influence your members in a positive way, don't you? Don't you want to change them for the better? Anyone tell us what the Rotary International team for your year? Just a volunteer. No quarrel, just one volunteer. Please let's have somebody else apart. We have about so many presidents here. Yes. Create hope in the world. If you are giving effective to that Rotary International team and you are going to work in consonance with the incoming district governor, who will be our governor by July 1, what do you think you should be doing in your club? We have mentioned the elements of an effective Rotary club. If you don't pay your annual RI dues and you are the president of your club, what will you be motivating others to do? Do you just want to be the president of the club? You are not a figurehead. You are the leader of the club. So what does it take to lead? You are leading Rotarians who are people of diverse knowledge, enlightenment, orientation, and perception. So not all of them will key into what you want to do, except they see that you carry them along. And in this regard, know that no member of your club is less important than the other. Don't say because it's a PDG, it's the DGND, it's the DGN. So we must no, all Rotarians should be accorded their due respect. Make your club welcoming to all your members, to even your guests. There was an RI team that said, lead the way. Lead the way, lead the path of progress, lead the path of accomplishment for your club. About many things here, attracting global grants, attracting district grants, boosting membership, contributing to the foundation, so many things. So as president of your club, it is your duty to lead righteously. Know what the manual of procedure says, the activities of your club. Know your roles and responsibilities. These will be taken in full detailed aspects. What am I supposed to do as the president of Rotary Club of Common Body? What are my duties? What are my responsibilities? How should I relate with fellow Rotarians? How should I relate with the district governor? How should I relate with district leaders? That is why you are a leader in your own right. You are the president of your club, the leader of your club. So you must be the person to show leadership by example. So for you as a leader, you must be able to positively affect mankind and society and influence your environment for good. Please let's have the next slide. So look at your responsibility. I'm leading a Rotary Club. What is the vision of Rotary International? We have a vision. We have a mission. We have a foundation. So what is the vision of Rotary International? You have the answer to you, things that you see on the regular basis, but you don't pay attention to. Even as little as my DG, sorry, please let me excuse this. This document contains our vision. It contains our vision. But if we don't reach, how would we know? Rotary Club of Ojodu is different from the Ikoyi Club. What distinguishes us? What? What do we do that they don't do there? That's our key element. Can we share? Service. They do every other thing that we do. They pay their dues, they fraternize, bring their families together, but they don't do what we do. Because mankind is our business. And we say service above. So, when you are a leader, you must serve selflessly without counting cost of what? Cost of very well. So that is the essence of a leader. When the district governor comes to your club, when you receive the official visit of the district governor or your assistant governor, you are simply saying that your club is functional and when you meet regularly among other components of functionality. But try to make your club effective. A lot of facilitators before me have spoken about membership. That is the most important internal priority of Rotary International. Without members, we are redistricting. We have 9111, 9112, future districts. But without members to sustain that, what should we be telling Rotary International? So look at your club. Look at your areas of strength. Look at your areas of weakness and see how you can place your club on a sound footing or sound pedestal. So note this, your role and responsibilities. When you go to Rotary meetings, you do your normal Rotary protocols, your grace and all that. But again, know that your members are your most important assets. Because you are leading Rotarians. You are leading a group of volunteers. They may decide not to come to meetings. They may decide not to contribute their views. They may decide not to contribute to the Rotary Foundation. They may simply decide that we don't even want to participate in any service project of the club. What should be your duty after every meeting? It is not too much to say thank you all for attending to this meeting. As simple as that, and you will endear yourself today. But if you think that Rotary said it is my responsibility to come to meetings, yes. If I make up elsewhere, what happens? If I decide that the only meeting I will be doing is a virtual meeting, and I do not go beyond that, is there anything you can do? So you must motivate, you must inspire, you must lead by example. You must know that you are leading a Rotary Club. And look at our 5 avenues of service. Look at the community structure. What works for Surulere South will not work for Ikoyi Metro. What works for Lagos will not work for Akowojo. So know the peculiarities of the club that you are leading and the personal idiosyncrasies of your members. A lot of us don't know our members. We don't know ourselves. We don't even know what we do. If you say you are from a mega club or a club of 50 and above, do you know the various professions? Do you know the various professions of your members? Do you know the name of a newly elected member of your club? So who will welcome that member? Who will be the greeter? We have 50 members and only 10 of us can identify ourselves by names. Look at the object of Rotary. Why are we Rotarians? Look at the first stanza. Check your phones. Look at it. What does it say? Somebody wants to read it out? First stanza in the object of Rotary. What does it say? So if you are serving, shouldn't you be acquainted with the person together with you are serving? And try to make sure that every meeting is refreshing for your members. There be a big home at the end of every meeting. Develop an agenda. Look at the various monthly teams, membership, action, water sanitation, and accidents, and all those things. Structure your club around the interest of your members because you are the one leading. If you don't lead them well, what is the consequence? What? They will leave. Is it not better for you to engage your members productively and meaningfully than to lose them? We make one mistake to believe that because we are 50, if we lose 5, it doesn't matter. When you lose 5 members, you are showing yourself the yellow card. Because those 5 members, once they are contributing to the growth and development of the club, has been removed. So if you think that, oh, if Larry goes, Larry is there, another person is there, it doesn't work out that way because all hands must be on deck. The more we have, the lesser the burden of service. This takes me to, well, they've talked to you about the areas of focus, the 7 areas of focus. You know that we have a foundation and you know the motto of our foundation, isn't it? You must know Rotary and you must know about its foundation. You are the president of the club. How do you ask people to contribute to the Rotary Foundation when you don't know what it means? It is not the district governor that will come to your official meeting all the time to be telling you that it must be built. It must be a part of the structure of your club that in this club we are going to support the governor in 2023, 2024. If all you can do to the list is to be an all-area club, start with something instead of having zero contribution to the foundation. These are things that you start mobilizing or motivating your members to do. I want to touch a bit on protocol. I've seen a lot of things that have happened here, but you see, no one is an island unto himself or herself. We all learn every day through our interaction. I'm learning from you. You understand? Because so many heads are better than one. But at your meetings, being the head, you know that once you establish protocol, there is no need for you to do so again. I want a volunteer. Behind me are district leaders, our incoming governor, isn't it? Is there anyone who knows all of them? I'm not mentioning them by names, but we know them. A volunteer, just one person who knows them and can just give me a protocol of what you can do, looking at them. Is there a volunteer? Yes. I'm not mentioning their names. I don't mention their names. Mention their offices or their position. Yes. Thank you.
The DG, as district governors, district governor designate nominee. Those are the table now. But if we have the full complements, maybe have the DG, the DGN, the DGNT.
Let's clap for him. You see, I said this. If we keep repeating protocol, we will make mistakes and we will waste time. Isn't it? Now, take this. President, DG, district governor elect, district governor nominee, district governor nominee designate, past district governors. Then in that order, even in your club, you have priority, you have presidents. Your past presidents according to seniority. You understand me? The president takes precedence over the past, future takes precedence over the past, because Rotary is a forward-looking organization. So, fellow Rotarians, in leading your club, know that you have to be motivated to serve. If you are a club president that thinks that if I am the only one that will not pay because I'm the president, I won't pay my dues, let them pay their dues. When it is ready, we will send it to Allah. Don't be that kind of president. Be a frontliner. Always be in the front. If you are a good leader, naturally you will have followers. You don't need to beg them. You don't need anything to say. Once they see you leading by example, they will key into your vision. But if you think that doesn't matter, they will not. So, in conclusion, a role leader should accurately, that word is emphasized, understand himself or herself, the individuals and the group he or she is dealing with. You should know your members. You should know their peculiarities. You should know their attitudinal chemistry. And the club and your broader social level. You are not working in isolation. You'll be working with corporate organizations, your community, RCC, so many stakeholders. So you must be broad. And that is the environment that you operate in, and you should be able to assess the present readiness for growth of your club. So I want to congratulate you once again and wish you well in your journey to 2023 to 2024. And I believe that it will be a year of accomplishments for all of us together. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Our district governor nominee, designate. When the swing DGND, St. Brother DGND was making presentation, they mentioned something like, some of you may not know which one you are, either 9111 or 9112. We share that with you on your platform so that you take the cue from that. But somebody just whispered to me outside there that the DG and the president-elect are the undertakers for this 9110. Well, we take the last major presentation, and it's coming from our past district governor, Jide Akeredolu, AKS, promoting individual contributions to the Rotary Foundation.
Thank you very much. Our district governor-elect, our PDGs, I think I'm reading the protocol properly. Yes, and fellow club leader, fellow district leader, because I've had a lot pumping to you today. More is going to be pumping during PES. I've been told to talk about the most important one. No matter what they all tell you, no matter what you have to do, what you're going to be remembered for, let me tell you that it's how much you've been able to raise for the Rotary Foundation in a year. Take that from me. All other things are important, but that is the most important aspect of the work. We better start planning how you are going to raise contributions and participate in the Rotary Foundation. Many years from now, when I is looking at your books, that's the number one thing that they will see. I remember when I was in San Diego for the National Assembly, I didn't know they kept such records. You know, when I was president 8 years later,
And the whole is yes, this how much you raise, how much you have to raise for the district. This is what the reality in the job that you've taken up, and these are the tips you will need to help you in your journey to raise money from the foundation. One of the things I always ask is, whatever you want to do, try and lead from the front. How many of us have contributed to the foundation this year? Really good. Really good. How many are planning to contribute next year? All of you should bring. The real truth is that no way you can preach contribution to somebody when you have not done anything. So please plan to actually from the 1st of July make that contribution. Then you can be able to sell the idea to members of the club. Next slide, let me go to the truth. There are various principles out there that you need to help you raise money. There's nothing new under the sun. Go to the Rotary Center. You will see so many methods people have used over the years to raise funds for the foundation. But whatever method you use, whatever trick, whatever tips you want, they must be effective. I see a lot of presidents engaging in things that will not necessarily end up in money for the foundation. The whole lecture, the whole seminar, they are going on their own. But the bottom line is that how much funds have been able to raise for the foundation. That's the bottom line. So whatever you are planning for the foundation, look at it from the point of view of how much will be raised for the foundation. And it has to be efficient. By that I mean whatever you want to do. I see people go and do one big dinner at Sheraton. It cost them 1.5 million, and they were able to raise 500,000. Then the other says that's a waste of money. So it has to be efficient. That's okay. We spent 300,000, and we're able to raise 3 million. That is an efficient thing that you need. So whatever you want to do, and there are some, if it's too expensive a route to raise money, don't go for it. But at the end of the day, you may end up with a negative balance. And that goes with every other thing you are going to be doing during your year. I see people do investitures and make losses. And you say they wish they are just sitting back at their houses and did nothing. It's not anything you want to do, it has to be efficient. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. And innovative. Think of something new, think of something a new way. We've all done, the usual thing, red foundation, those are good on their own. But think outside the box. Think of something new that can be a new way. If you remember a few years ago, we did what they call the $1 Million Challenge. Well, it didn't raise much because COVID came in and spoiled the book. But that is thinking outside the box. Think of something innovative that can help you, that is new, that will help you in your journey to raise money. But the next slide, please. Basics. Now, team selection. You are going to have a Rotary Foundation committee in your club. Selected. And those are the primary helpers you have that will help you raising money for the foundation. You better be careful by the type of people you put in that committee. Those are, you should be people who will not take no for an answer, who are good in marketing.
else can we do? And all your board members come in, chip in and say, okay, this is what we can do, this is what we can do. That's the way we're going to achieve better results. Targeting. Well, I try to split it into the small donor, the big donor, and the large donor. The technique we use in approaching people that they differ. So it's like a project that you are going for. Next slide, please. Okay, this is for the small donor. Those who donate 5,000 naira, those who donate 2,000 naira. The amount is too small. And little ways you can read, but the traditional options, you know how the traditional option, which somebody brings something out and people price it and so on and so forth. You know the difference between that and the American option. American option, you know, any money you pay goes in and then it goes up and up and up and up. You can have various modifications. You also have the Chinese option, Chinese option in which you buy raffles, you know, like in this meeting, for example, we can have 5 items that we want to auction. And you can buy 20 tickets and you put 5 here. I like that one. I will put 10 tickets there. This one I will put 1 ticket only. It is not much. I put it and so on and so forth. Just there are fun ways for you to raise fund. You can use auctions as side issues in any event that you are having in your club. When you're having a dinner, when you're having some lecture, somebody traveled abroad and brought some mementos or souvenirs from somewhere, you auction it and little way raise money. Those are small ways you can raise money as from small donor raffles. Live raffles, silent raffles, or a combination, you know, silent raffles, right? Raffles you can be even, you are doing your signature in August. From the 1st of July, you started selling tickets. You know, it's not that you sell it at the event. It is, you know, some people are even buying on and they're sending, you know, transfer and so on and so forth. And their ticket is now brought up to them. We use an innovation of that when we were doing the $1 million challenge. People are buying, you know, tickets online and you just share the ticket for them and it goes to the raffle on that day. And that's where you can expand the pool that you are using for the raffle, not the people who came to the event alone. If you give opportunity for them to access tickets outside the event and even allow people to buy it much earlier, but have a wider audience to tap from. Small things like that, I can tell you, adds up to a lot for a contribution for a club. Or you can do a combination of either the live one, the silent one. Those are various motivations you think about when you are planning your year next. Okay, now for the average donor. We all know the traditional thing that we have ERI, All Harris Fellow, Major Donor. For the ERI, for example, that's $100 every Rotarian every year. That's the minimum actually that Rotary expects us to be able to do. And you need to be able to get that message across to your members. Please do ERI if you want to be a good Rotarian. Not just pay your dues alone. No, the dues is compulsory if you don't pay it. But you have to go beyond just being a basic Rotarian. You need to do that. And you drop that to them. And PHM. Now, you now have or Harris Fellowship. That's even easier now. You know, people can, the districts has points that they can use to match your contribution. The PHF is $1,000, isn't it? If you understand the principles of matching, you can, every dollar that you donate to the Rotary Foundation gives 1 point. So if you donate $1,000, you have 1,000 points. If you donated 10,000, you have 10,000 points. But you can decide on your own if you have some friends or family that helped you during the year, those who have assisted you, you can honor them with a PHF and you take 1,000 points from your 10,000 you had when you are a major donor, when you contributed $10,000 and give them that, then becomes a PHF. What the district has done over the years that many people who have
a lot of points. Have a lot of points, but many, multiple million donors have a lot of points that's hanging around and they cannot do anything. Let us have access to them. Any person who is able to contribute $500, for example, will give them 100 points. So they can become a PHF. You get a PIN. No, your account with the Rotary Foundation still raise $500, or you're an average fellow. So nobody can harass you with the PIN as well. That's because I know people used to harass people even write their name, Mr. Jide Agbedo, PHF. And they use it to intimidate the father.